Are you ready to live life to the full? Are you ready to rise up and live a life of honor? Are you ready to boldly step into a life of courage? This is the Manlihood Mancast.
Hey guys, Josh Hatcher here for the Manlihood Mancast. Listen, we're broadcasting today from my beautiful backyard gazebo, so you might hear some birds or some trucks or some barking dogs. I really don't care because you know what? It's too hot in the studio. It's nice and cool out here. So, I'm fine with it. I'm willing to sacrifice some quality for some comfort. I mean, I don't want you guys to be all hot and sweaty, right? So if you're watching, you might see a bird fly by or a mosquito bite me. If you're listening, you might hear some cars driving by. It's okay. So today we're going to talk about the most important piece of furniture that you own. We're going to get to it right after this.
Hey man, I see you. I see your fire going out. I see your marriage barely holding on. I know you're broke, wore out, and at the end of your rope. I've been there. It sucks. It sucks the spark right out of you. Till all you have is a pile of wet wood. It feels like it's never gonna burn. I can't fix your problems. I can't make her love you again. I can't lose 50 pounds for you or fill your bank account. But I can remind you of who you are. I can share some of my fire. I can help you make a plan to get your life back on track. So let's go. Let's do this. Let's reignite our lives. There's a lot at stake. No one wants their marriage to end in divorce. No one wants to wallow in despair or to the dark places that follow. So let's do it. Let's reignite our lives. Let's reignite our passion, our marriage, our health, our career, our dreams, our mindsets. Get Reignite today.
Hey guys, Josh Hatcher here. We're back on the Manlihood Mancast. Listen, before we get into the most important piece of furniture that you own, I want you to, right now, open up in another web browser and go to manlihood.com/store. Grab a Manlihood t-shirt, grab one of our ebooks, grab one of our paperback books. I have put a lot of time and investment into Manlihood for a reason. And that reason is because I care about you. I care about men. I want to make a difference. I want to help more men become better men. That's my heart. I go to bed at night thinking about it. I wake up in the middle of the night thinking about it. And I get up in the morning thinking about it. I go to work and I do my job and I work hard. And while I'm doing it, I'm thinking about this in the back of my head. Because this matters to me. This is my life mission. And it might not be your life mission to do what I'm doing, but you can support it. You can help men be better men by supporting Manlihood. So that's where you do it, manlihood.com/store. Get some cool stuff. Anyway, I just wanted to encourage you guys to make sure that you join the Manlihood Man Cave. It's our private Facebook group. Follow us on Instagram. Subscribe to YouTube if you want to be able to get these videos when they come out, or if you listen to podcasts, make sure you subscribe. Leave a review, guys. Leave some comments. I love to hear from you. I want to know what you think, and I want to know how we can continue to make it even better so that we can make a difference in more men's lives. So, today I told you that we're going to talk about the most important piece of furniture that you own. That piece of furniture is your kitchen table. Now, if you've got a family especially, your kitchen table matters. It is the place that your family gathers together once a day or 3 times a day, and that's where you eat. You know, a lot of people eat in the living room around the TV. Knock it off. Turn it off. Don't do that. And I know with our busy schedules that we have, even my own family right now, we're struggling to all get a meal together every day right now. I've got 2 kids left at home. One's 18 and the other one is 15. They both have jobs. One's got a girlfriend. My other 2 kids are grown and married. And my wife is busy doing her job as a pastor, and I'm busy with my stuff too. We're busy. We're not always in the same place. But as often as you can, you need to gather around that table. Maybe you don't have a big family. Maybe you don't have a wife and kids. or even a kitchen table. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you've got friends, if you've got family at all, you got somebody in your life, you need to gather around that kitchen table. There is a spiritual thing that happens when you eat food together. You know, before we eat, we say a prayer, and honestly, it's a short, sweet, simple prayer. You know, a lot of people like to make before dinner their prayer time, where they pray for a lot of things. This is our dinner time prayer. God, thank you for this food and this day, and that we can be together. Amen. And then we eat. And you know what? That's good enough. God hears that. God honors that. And I want to encourage you, you don't have to get all fancy. But taking that time to just say that we're thankful, and then making sure that we express it, and then we eat, and we laugh, and we tell stories, and we joke, and we compliment the food, or we pretend to like the food, or we hope that nobody asks what we think of the food. It all depends on how good the cook is, right? But we spend that time together. That kitchen table is important. When my kids were little, we ate dinner together every day. I actually took a job for a while that worked evenings, and that was difficult because I would go to work at about 3 o'clock, and I'd work until 8 o'clock. I actually go about 2 o'clock to 8:30. I would work at a community center, and sometimes I would bring my kids in, and they would kind of hang out and play games with the other kids, and I'd get to see them. But at dinner time, we weren't together. You know, I would get home after dinner. So we shifted. My kids were homeschooled at the time, so they were all in the house. My wife was working with them. So we chose to make lunchtime our daily meal together. So every day we would have our dinner at lunch, and we'd eat together, and then I would go to work. So, and then weekends it would switch, you know, our schedule would switch back. But having that meal together made a big difference. And maybe it's breakfast, or you know what, maybe it's not even every day because of the way that your life is. But if you don't have that time as often as you can together, sitting down, eating, and talking. The statistics, I want to encourage you guys, Google it, look up the statistics on this. Families that eat together, that eat a meal together every day, or as often as they can, have less crime, they have less depression, they have less trouble, because there's a closeness that forms around that kitchen table. So I know a lot of houses will just use the kitchen table as a catch-all. I've been to houses where literally there's a kitchen table or a dining room table that's just piled high full of all the bills and the papers, and there's nowhere to sit and eat, so they just move into the other room and take care of your crap, find another spot for it, put it away, clean off that table, and you eat at it as often as you can. Seriously. Your kids will be better for it. Your wife will be better for it. And like I said, maybe you don't have a family yet. Maybe you don't have that yet. Guess who will be better for it? You will be better for it. Your friends will be better for it when you eat together with people. And I encourage you to invite people over to your house for dinner, just like they did in the old days. You know? If you've got a friend or a family that your family is close to, you call them up and you say, hey, listen, what are you guys doing Friday night? You guys want to come over for dinner? And then you make your best meal. And when they ask if they can bring something, have them bring dessert. Or say, don't worry about it, we got it. Make your best family meal and sit down, all of you together, and eat. If your table can't fit all of you, get an extra table. You know, get a couple sawhorses and a board and make an extra table. But get together with other people, eat together, and watch what happens. Honestly, I believe that there's something magical, something mystical, something spiritual that happens when you eat together. I know. I sound like I'm crazy. It's all crazy talk, whatever. I just know that it's made a big difference in my family, and we're close because of it. And I noticed that now, as our lives have gotten busier and we're not doing it as often as we were, there's a little bit of a lack of closeness too. So we're fighting for that. We're pushing for that. We want to get more time together around the kitchen table, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or as whatever dinners we can get, because it matters a lot. Anyway, I love you guys. I care about you. Hope all is going well. Make sure you guys leave a comment. Let's discuss this. Tell me what you think. Do you think I'm full of baloney? That's okay. You can tell me that. I'm a big boy. I can handle it. Do you agree? Let's talk about it. Do you have questions? Ask away. Heck, you have a great family recipe you want to share with us that we can use at our table? Leave it in the comments of this podcast or the YouTube channel, or hop in the Manlihood Man Cave. If you're a man, you can join that, and let's talk about it together. Anyway, you guys, I love you, care about you, and I hope you have a great week.
You want to be a better man? Check out our website, manlihood.com, for blogs, videos, and more from our Manlihood team. Men, you can also join our private Facebook group, Manlihood Man Cave, where you can meet up with a band of brothers who will challenge you and help you on your journey of manhood. Be sure to check out all our resources at manlihood.com/store. This episode is produced by Thatcher Media for manlihood.com. Our manly theme music is from Austin Sterling and also from Mark Cruz. Sure to subscribe and leave a review on iTunes, YouTube, or whatever you're listening to. Tune in again for more of the Manlihood Mancast.